the Bae. Do the Bae. Do the Bae. Do the Bae. Do the Bae.
This the Bae.
Do the Bae.
Okay.
Do the Bae. Do the Bae. Do the Bae.
Hey, Bae. Welcome back to the Bae Talk Podcast, your new favorite space for bold conversations, healing truths, and unapologetic growth.
We're your hosts,
Phoenix Rose
and Alani Imani, women on a mission to help you build, achieve, and elevate into the woman of God that both you and God know you're meant to be.
Around here, we talk faith, feminine energy, purpose, mindset, and relationships. We also going to be talking about how to level up without losing yourself.
This ain't just a podcast. It's a whole vibe. A community, and a call to stop settling and start becoming, right? So if you're ready to grow through what you go through, reclaim your power, and glow like the Bae you know you are, tap in every week for your soul-fed conversations and real talk that reminds you.
You are the prize.
You are the blueprint.
You are the Bae.
Welcome to the Bae Talk Podcast.
Let's glow, Bae. Welcome to episode 2.
You don't even know if this episode 2.
I don't know what it is. Hey, and we're back.
No.
Welcome. Today is going to be a good one for you guys because it was good for me.
We ain't even talked about it yet. How's
We
it?
haven't. I just know what the topic is today, and I just feel like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're going to be finding yourself or learning how to find yourself, learning how to become a better you, learning how to become her.
Okay.
That was good.
You ate that up. That was good. I couldn't have did that out the dome.
Yeah, because I'm a rapper. Certified rapper.
Yeah, like Phoenix just said. Today we're talking about like just becoming her, like rebranding yourself, dying to yourself, and just like bossing up, becoming the boss Bae. You know, the Chicago
Becoming the BBB.
What's that?
Black Boss Bae. Let me stop.
BBB, I like that. Black Boss Bae. And a little backstory. I know a lot of people like, what does Bae mean? Because I used to have to explain it a lot. Like a lot of people just like, what y'all talking about? Like, where you get Bae from? Bae kind of originated because I used to call myself Bae. One of my old best friends.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
baby.
Ain't
One
he
of
from
my-
Alabama? Yeah. No, he from Texas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But one of my old best friends used to call me Bae. She's like, hey, Bae. And then I started kind of like just calling myself Bae, like entrepreneur Bae, radio Bae, hair Bae. Like I used to just call myself Bae for everything.
I'm just Bae.
I just felt like I was that girl. Still that girl, But I really used to call myself Bae. So when we started Bae Talk, my old business partner used to be like, I like how you call yourself Bae. Like, I like how you got the twist of Bae on everything. And I think back then they had this thing called, it used to be like this little meme on Instagram that said beauty and entrepreneurship. So I just took it and ran with it. So that's just like a little backstory for y'all on how Bae Talk came about.
I did not know that. I just learned something, and
moment.
I'm a part of the dang own show.
A little history moment for y'all.
History.
Bae history,
It always comes back. Do you think they're gonna bring back bell bottoms?
They are
Actually,
back.
like they back?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The girlies be wearing bell bottoms.
They do?
Yeah. All right, so who is Bae to you? Like, I'm not Bae. Who is her to you? Like,
Girl, I started this, so I should be asking you.
oh.
Because I'm the one that introduced.
Why are you always trying to flip it on me?
Because why I gotta go first? I'm more of a.
This is not a
You
game.
see how I
This is not
flow,
ask
right?
the question,
I
answer the
flow
question.
with the conversation.
Oh.
I'm not one that just has it on my dome. I do, but not to start it off. You get what I'm saying? I'm more of a flowist.
That's crazy.
I flow like with water. You get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm jacking? You get me? Like you say A, I'ma say BC. Okay,
Bro.
that's all I'm
Like,
saying.
and I'm not cutting none of it.
What?
You should just answer the question. You trying to answer a question with a question? That be
All
so
I'm saying
crazy.
is, what is her? Her.
Like
Her is someone that
to you.
Femininity. Her is just that girl, like someone that walks in a room and people feel her presence, someone that is confident in who she is, someone that doesn't allow small things to ruffle feathers in her life or mislead her. Just someone that head is held high, chin up, God in their life, God number one, and you following in that, and you believing in that, and you just being you, unapologetic.
So is it safe to say that her that you just described, is that somebody that you are, or you are aspiring to be?
I am becoming my version of her.
Okay.
I am becoming who I'm supposed to be.
Gotcha.
And what that look like for others doesn't matter to me no more.
Yeah.
It used to. I felt like I had to be what other people thought I was supposed to be. Oh, she's too loud. She's too this. She's too that. But bitch, I bet you had a good time.
Period.
I bring something that don't nobody else got. I'm one of one. Thank you, Lord. Okay, and that's who I'm going to forever be, is one of one. But I'm becoming who I can love. I'm becoming who I could be proud of. I'm becoming who, when I do have kids, my kids gonna be like, that's my mama. Like this, my mama is her.
Yeah.
My mama is that girl. And what's so crazy is I have people that I look up to be able to just be like, not that I want to be them, but I want to be her.
Yeah.
Like I see it. Like I see the aura that you giving. I can see it radiate off of you. I see it, and I want to be a part of that. I want to soak up some of that energy and soak up some of that aura, so it can put me in my place to be like, yeah, I'm her.
Okay, I like that, because you kind of like touched on something I was gonna say. Like, if you like,
I love Tia Kemp. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I like her too. Young T turn.
I love her.
But like, like you see something or someone displaying a certain characteristics, or just how they exude who they are and what they believe in, their morals, and you kind of like, okay, that's something or someone I would like to model after. So I think that it's so important to have, like, what I was saying is, like, you might see somebody that's modeling their belief, like they exude like their beliefs and their morals and just everything about them. It's just like, okay, that's somebody I could model after. So I do think that in the process of becoming her, and her is whatever it is to you, I think in the process of becoming her, I think her vision board is necessary, like a mood board or something like that. Like for me, I look at who I want to be in as a businesswoman. And I think to myself, every morning that I get up and go to the job that I allegedly supposed to go to every morning, I think about how can I show up as that future her, the future her that I want to be, that I see myself being this multi-million-dollar entrepreneur, whose only job is to manage her businesses. How can I show up now as her?
Right.
And so for me, it's my vision board. So I've done a little, kind of like a rebranding. And I don't think it's like, some people think like rebranding, especially when you move to like certain places where nobody know you. They think it's like you being fake or having like a like you being fake, but I just think it's growth, actually. Like rebranding yourself, like, because
people do it. They lose their business, and then they, what's so crazy is, I'm gonna use a rapper for instance. I do not remember what his name was prior to. Duffel Bag Boy used to be 2 Chainz, but that was
Titty
not
Boy.
his. But that wasn't his name.
Titty Boy was his name.
Right. So how he rebranded, I liked his music when he was Titty Boy, right?
Yeah.
But then when he came 2 Chainz, I feel like that man blew up. Like how he rebranded himself from that to that.
Yeah.
That is like the rebrand I feel like you trying to get to.
Right.
And that you want to happen.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen, baby, because if it happened for him, it's gonna happen for
you can't
him.
tell me, like you just said, Titty Boy and 2 Chainz, you can't tell me that Titty Boy on Lil Wayne's song, Duffel Bad Boy, it's the same 2 Chainz that own half of Peter Street, that own, like, you know, all these companies or all these businesses, it has broken. So in college, I used to bang 2 Chainz like it wasn't no tomorrow.
Baby, 2 Chainz was a part of my childhood, and when I say I had an amazing time, it was just like that literally just popped up in my head.
Oh, another good rebrand. Young Miami and Carisha.
Okay.
That she ate that one down. She ate that one up. And I think
definitely did.
Yeah, and I think, you know,
girl, you did your big one.
She did.
You did your big one.
Because also we saw Young Miami in so many different walks. We seen Young Miami pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Young Miami as a group artist, but still holding it down as a solo artist within that group.
Correct.
Not because she was pursuing her solo music, it's because her other half of the group was not present due to incarceration. So we seen Young Miami in that way, and we seen Young Miami. That's how she
You know
sounds.
what I thought you was doing? When they get that Indian food, they were like, I mean that honey, huh? That's what I thought you was doing.
No, that's how Young Miami sounded.
You gonna cut this?
No.
You gonna cut? Oh my God.
That's how Young Miami sounded to me. But
hey, that's lit. When they buy the Indian food.
But that's what she sound like to me. But the fact that she has risen above the mumble rap, and not only did Carisha, you know, start Carisha Please, and we all know how it came about. You know, shout out to Revolt. We all know how that came about. But the fact that she's still sitting in it, and the fact that
I love me some goddamn Carisha. I love Carisha.
But she had Carisha Please, the podcast, but then she's turned into merch. Now she got a whole card game. It's a whole brand.
See, Carisha is her.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, but you also got to pay homage to the level up. Because when you look at Young Miami back in the day and then Carisha now as a grown woman, the rebrand
is...
Yeah.
Lord,
I didn't mean to say that. Well, what are some steps that you think one would take to rebrand themselves?
I think self-reflection.
Okay, that's a good one.
To be able to see if something is stagnant and not growing.
Mm-hmm.
Time to yourself.
Yeah.
To be able to learn yourself again. Figure out what you are willing to want to deal with and not deal with, whether it's a business, even in your life. Because listen, you could be dealing with 40 things right now that you don't have to deal with.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to take some things out to be able to bring better things in. Rebranding. If I'm, you know, you could rebrand. A move could help that situation. Like if you move out of where, so like for instance, when people be living in like a small hometown,
yeah,
and they be like, bro, I gotta get out of this town before it kills me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and then when you go to a big city and it's just like,
I know that
I done rebrand myself. Like I'm about to, don't nobody know me here.
Yeah.
I can be whoever the I want to be.
Whoever.
I could be Beyonce up in this hole. And that's fine that y'all know who Beyonce is. Y'all know the real one.
Yeah.
But y'all can't tell me that I ain't Beyonce.
Exactly.
You know, that's my godmama. Shout out. You know, so it's just like you finding a new you.
Yeah.
You shedding that old skin and you just living in the new you of who you are and who you are becoming. And that's what I think rebranding for me looks like.
I think for me, rebranding looks like I touch a lot on outgrowing I talk a lot about outgrowing old environments, like coming, like you said, living in a small town. Although where I come from is more city-like, but still living from a small town, like, you know, sometimes you outgrow those spaces. Like, yeah, y'all might throw a new club up, y'all might throw a new restaurant up. It's just the same owners. You did a little facelift to some couches in there and a new name. It's the same people doing the same thing. So sometimes you outgrow those environments and you want more. So you do have to move out of what's comfortable to you.
For sure.
Because I think when I started rebranding myself, the first thing I asked myself is, how comfortable is your comfort zone? How comfortable are you in that comfort zone? Clearly not too comfortable if you wanted to make a change anyway. I also think, like, for me, it's more like dying to myself, because, like, in my walk with God, I had to let go. Like, God keep reminding me, stop looking back at that old Alana. Stop looking back at what Alana back in 2018 used to do. Stop looking back at what Alana in 2023 used to do. That's not who I'm calling you to be in this season.
Right.
So you got to just die to yourself and let go of old habits, old relationships. And, that just talk about the previous, like, that goes back to the previous episodes. Like, sometimes it ain't no hard feelings, no malice, no bad blood in between you and anybody. But it's just like, if you know that what you're currently in is not serving you and serving your purpose and where you're trying to go in life and where God is calling you to, like, sometimes it requires you to step outside of that.
It does.
And, like, although it's just like, but I want to keep them. We got this history. Let me tell you a thing. History ain't nothing but old events that happened that probably shouldn't have never happened anyway. That's what history is to me. And so when you talk about,
no, because history makes.
I'm talking about with a person.
Like, no, that's what I'm saying. Even with history with a person, the people that I don't talk to no more, I wouldn't change not nan.
No, I ain't saying that I ain't changing it, but I'm not holding on to it. I used to be bound. I used to think loyalty was bound by history. I used to be bound to loyalty because of history. And as a person who's coming up out of that, I'm acknowledging that to rebrand yourself and to, like, just die to yourself. Like, you got to come sometimes let that thing go. Just let stuff like that go. So that's what I think rebranding for me is. And then, like I said, just like asking yourself a question each and every day. Like, I don't know what other people's morning routines look like, but my morning routine, I wake up, I pray, talk to God, go walk my little crying dog. And then I figure out how do I want to show up as not Alana today, but how do I want to show up as Alana who might get this promotion to be this manager? How do I want to show up as Alana who's this entrepreneur because I might have this and this that to go to after work? So, like, that's what rebranding kind of looks like for me. Like, just like you said, taking a self-inventory, self-reflection on, like, okay, what's really going on in your point at this point of life with you, and let's just kind of sit down and reflect on the areas that we could be greater in.
Right.
Let's reflect on some of the things that we, may need less of, and just kind of like take that self-inventory and make the necessary changes. It don't happen overnight
at all,
but some things are necessary. Sometimes, like, there may be a lot of criticism that come with, like, rebranding yourself. And so, like, I feel like it's necessary to overcome fear and criticism when it comes to that, because I think we'd be so perplexed on, like, people judging us, or, like, the people in my old life not agreeing to how I might be maneuvering in my new life, or things like that. How you feel about that? How do you feel about overcoming fear and criticism? Because some people will try to keep you. They'll try to keep you in that.
Well, it's gonna always be haters in life. It don't matter if
I don't want to even necessarily say they're haters, but
they're haters because if it can be, man. People get hated on every day in life.
Because I can be like, Phoenix, remember you when you used to, and you're like, no, I don't do that.
You a hater. Because why are you bringing up anything in my past if you see that's not what I'm doing now?
Okay.
So to me, that is a hater. Yeah. To me, you are the spawn of the devil, because why do you care about what I used to do when here we are 6 years later and I'm not doing it no more.
I feel that. I feel like
so yeah. So for me, if you bringing up anything that somebody did in the past and you see that they don't do it now, you are a hater.
Okay.
And it's just like me. I used to care a lot about what people thought about me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, oh, well, if you go into this room of people, you ain't gonna be able to be a 10. How you ain't gonna be able to turn up how you normally do. You know, everybody, you know. But then it's just like everybody looking to you like, well, why are you so quiet?
Yeah.
Why you ain't turned up like how you? Because we are in a room full of CEOs. We're in a room full of million people with money.
Right.
You know, but I'm not y'all step and fetch. That's how, you know, I used to have to tell people, do I look like your person that's dressed up in one of the little Joker outfits and I'm dancing for the congregation?
Right.
Not that's because me, I'ma just be me, you know. So I had to get over the fear of people judging me because I am who I am.
Right.
I had to understand that I know who I am. I know how to conduct myself in different rooms. I'm going to forever be me. Whether that's rat-a-tat-tat or, hey, how can I help you today? I'm going to be who I'm supposed to be in life.
Okay.
As long as the man upstairs loves me and I know that he does, I don't care who don't.
Okay. I feel like, honestly, what's that man name? Who sang that song? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Who is that? I show my age. I think it's Meek Mill. I think it might be Meek Mills if you ain't got no haters.
Girl, the only one I know about is for Meek Mills, baby, it's dreams and nightmares. Okay?
That might be Meek Mill. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'll fact check that. But it might be Meek Mill. But the way I feel like, if people ain't talking, if you ain't got no criticism, I don't feel like you're doing something right. But if you got criticism,
no haters.
Yeah, if you got criticism, if they talking, then you're doing something right. Like they talked about Jesus. They talked about so many people who are doing so many great things. So if they're not talking about you, either maybe you just need to play it a little bit bigger. And you know what? Someone used to tell me back in the day, and I just heard it recently, like, don't be so humble and don't play yourself so small till you play yourself out of a position. Like it is a such thing as being too humble. And I've learned that. So I also feel like with rebranding, you kind of have to like pop it a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because when, and I'm going to take it to church for y'all, when God is doing a new thing, like, sometimes God brings you out of things so he can get the glory. So when you're being this new person, new things are being birthed out of you, I think sometimes you just got to pop it. Sometimes what Kendrick Lamar said, oh, I sound like a CT. What Kendrick Lamar said, you got to pop out and show nigga. Sometimes you got to pop out and show him. You know, not giving too much, but giving just a little, you know, to let it know, like, motion is had. And I am that girl, and I'm becoming a better version of myself.
I'm rebranding.
Everybody
ain't going to be able to understand your journey. Everybody ain't going to be able to stand where you are supposed to go, where you are going, and that is okay. Yeah. Because you are going to always have a hater.
Yeah.
It does not matter who or what you are doing. Yeah. It's going to be 15 of them, 35, 47. It doesn't matter the number.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you are doing better than someone, or if you are evolving your life, and someone is not evolving their life and they're staying where, they're going to always be like, why her?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Because I am her.
You did that. Clock it. Yeah, clock that. Okay, so I want to leave y'all. I want to leave y'all with some tips. I don't know why you want to turn up and take your stuff through there. I don't know why. But, you know, it's just the ATL, you know. ATL, yo.
When I know women in the circle, when I know jump like a hurt. That right.
Okay, I just want to leave y'all with a few tidbits. If you're really heavily thinking about rebranding yourself, I say do it, girl or guy. You know, do it. Nobody knows where you could go by just changing something about yourself. And I know I know a lot of people like, well, if they don't want me now, they don't deserve me then. No, sometimes we do. Sometimes some places that you're trying to go and things that you're trying to do, they actually require change.
For sure. You cannot be the same person. If you are the same person that you was in 2025, you have some reevaluating to do. Mm-hmm. You need to try to go ahead and rebrand yourself.
Right. So I'm gonna touch on like a few points. Like, first point is the power of saying no. I feel like rebranding requires boundaries. 100%. As you're rebranding yourself, the people pleasing gotta go. That ain't the spirit of God anyway. Let it go. Get it out of here. Okay. And sometimes you gotta starve your distractions and feed your focus. So you gotta say no to the distractions. If it's a relationship, that man, sometimes you gotta say no to it.
That girl.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta say no to the relationships. And just the habits that don't serve you as her. I think I seen on like Facebook, Instagram, maybe one of these podcasts I be watching, like the secret sauce. We so perplexed on, let me get a class. Let me buy this workshop. Let me buy this online webinar on how to get to this, how to get to that. When actually the secret sauce to leveling up and becoming the better version of yourself that you're called to be is found in your daily routine. So it may be you have to wake up a little bit earlier. Maybe you have to intermittent fast, go fast, go something that you're doing in your daily routine. Maybe you should change that. For me, I had to start scheduling my days. Like, yeah, I know I go to work from whatever time to whatever time, but I had to start making my job fit into my day. Okay. So it's not me just waking up. If I got to be to work at 8 o'clock, it's not me just waking up at 7, give myself enough time just to get dressed and then get to work. It's me actually starting my day a little bit earlier so I can spend time with God, so I can go on my faith walk with my dog, so that I can go work out in the gym and then commute to work and then go to work. And then when I leave work, same thing. I'm planning my commute back home and how I'm going to finish out my day.
Right.
So that's just a tidbit on how you could, the power of saying no. And it starts, I think, with your daily habits and setting those boundaries. Another thing is shifting your mindset.
Definitely got to shift.
One thing, I've never been an I can't person. I ain't never just said I can't do this.
I have. It's okay. Life happens.
It is okay. But that's when you shift your
now,
mindset.
I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
Hey, Lord. Hey, it made me want to run. Yes, you can do whatever it is. Like, let me stop. And it ain't even just even if it ain't a I can right now, just not a I can't. Maybe if it's a I can't, but what if I could? Maybe I can. What one day I can get to this. Not just don't dumb yourself down and say I can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel like we gotta prove ourselves to people too. I ain't even on that no more. I ain't trying to prove none, not a thing, like nothing. I'm more aligned with what God is calling me to and where God want me to be. So if I got to prove myself to you, then it ain't in alignment with what
I already got to wake up and prove myself to myself. So I'm already trying to
Exactly.
listen. The only person that I'm trying to please besides the man upstairs.
Yeah.
The only person on earth I got to please myself. I got to be okay with the life I'm living.
Right.
I got to be okay with, are you okay with what you are doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna be okay with doing this tomorrow? Like if I was doing crack, I gotta be okay with the fact that I'm doing crack.
Right.
Am I gonna be okay with me doing crack 5-6 months from now and I look skinny and I'm looking neck all in and I ain't, no, you ain't gonna be okay with that. But you gotta be okay with your life choices.
Yeah.
No one else, because at the end of the day, everybody on this earth has their own journey.
Right.
You just hopefully the journey that you on will eventually match with your people.
Yeah.
And that's how you know you met your people, is when your journeys align.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then hopefully one day they will. And then you just,
Yeah, I agree. Alignment for sure. And the last one, going from hustle to intention, that's a big one for me. Because I feel like I got a hustler's mentality. But nowadays, instead of me thinking about like, okay, how can I make another dollar? Or how can I make this end meet this end? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm more of sitting down, writing it out. I always wrote it out. But more so like just really writing it out, praying over it, doing whatever I need to do to like, how can I make this intentional instead of just me. I used to move so fast in life. Like if you knew me back then, like maybe prior to 2019, I used to be going. I used to be at T-Mobile one day, or T-Mobile from 8 to 8. But I had my shop down the street from T-Mobile, so on my lunch break, I'm going to do hair, and then I'm going to Huntsville, shooting to Huntsville to go do hair, shooting to Atlanta to go catch this podcast or go catch this red carpet for Bae Talk. Like I used to be so fast, but now I'm more trying to put more intention behind the things I'm doing, like with the podcast. Like I'm just trying to make it more intentional and not just, well, let's record this podcast because everybody else doing it. Right. Just trying to be more intentional behind the things that I'm doing. So switching your mentality from like a hustle's mentality to like, okay, this is going to happen because I'm being intentional about it. Right. I'm setting the standard. God said, write the vision, make it plain. And if you didn't know that your tongue literally holds the power of life and death. So just, writing it down, seeing the vision, speaking life into it, that's intent for me. For sure. Yeah, instead of just being a hustler. And last but not least, I think we should have some merch coming soon. I think one thing I want to do with merch.
Girl to the Wham in the Circle, we got merch coming soon. Yeah, girl to the Wham in the Circle, yeah, merch.
I'm so weak. But one thing I want to do with merch, I want to do a journal. Just taking it back to like, adolescent days, like growing up days, girls, we kept a diary. I don't know if men kept a journal. I don't know. But
men don't believe. Ooh, yeah, that's another topic for another
day. Tune in, because they don't believe in a lot of things when it comes to their healing.
When it comes to your mental, child.
Yeah, they don't believe in a lot of things. But I think I want to do a journal, like a Bae journal. Don't know what we're gonna call it. But in that, I want to give y'all a journal prompt. Journal prompt. Who is the woman that I'm becoming? Or a man, if you're a man, who is that person that you're becoming? The challenge. Make one bold change this week that reflects your her or him. And I just want to leave you with a little affirmation. I am allowed to evolve, and I am becoming her. Because you deserve it. Like, why not? Why not? So, she get her.
You gotta bring that positive. This is what you do when you in that spirit. Mm-hmm. You bringing it in. That's the Lord. Yeah. That's what you do. You bringing it in. Mm-hmm. So you gotta bring that in. You gotta bring that. I'm about to be her.
Yeah, I'm about to be him. It in. I'm grabbing
my intentions. Come tomorrow.
I'm grabbing it.
I'm a new one.
Yeah.
I am not who I was 15 minutes ago.
Oh, come on, evangelist.
Don't you put that on me, girl. All I'm saying is you just gotta be intentional.
Yeah.
Know what you want. And rock it with your cock out.
Yeah. Not with your cock out. That's crazy. But yeah. So hopefully this helped y'all. And another thing, your circle matters. Who you have around you actually matter. Because God says bad company corrupts good character. So your circle actually matters. The people that you have around you, are they doing more uplifting? Are they bringing you down? Do they believe in the change that, you feel like God is calling? Do they see the change that you're making? And if you are a part of a circle and a part of like a sister group, don't be scared to tell her like, I'm proud of you.
Oh, you wanted my hand?
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, don't.
And although we go to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. Ooh, you belong to me. Ooh, I belong to you.
Girl, you might need to get signed.
I don't know why they just came to my head. But
that's it. Everybody in Atlanta is a singer.
I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us
at the Bae Talk Podcast. Until next time. Bye, Baes.
All right, Bae. That's a wrap for today's episode. Remember, you are the blessing, not the burden, and the breakthrough starts with you.
So if this episode fed your spirit, drop a review, share it with your crew, and don't forget to tag us on social media at the Bae Talk Podcast.
Stay bold, stay grounded, and keep becoming the woman that God called you to be. We'll catch you next time on the Bae Talk Podcast. Peace.
But guess what? Thank you guys. It was a great episode of Bae Talk. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please make sure you guys share into your crew and follow us.
Phoenix don't think that she be talking aggressive to her friends.
I didn't say that.
If you want a Phoenix friends and she be talking aggressive to you, drop a comment below, because she be thinking like she a victim. She be acting like I just be coming off right. No, I don't come after you like that. I just fly back to what you may give me.
Hey, make sure you guys follow us at the Bae Talk Podcast, okay? That's it for episode 1. See you guys next week.